Welcome to Duskwood. Duskwood is a fiefdom of the Kingdom of Stormwind located in the southern central part of Azeroth, south of Elwyn Forest, east of Westfall, west of Deadwing Pass, and north of Stranglethorn Vale. It was not always the way it appears now. Located in the southern reaches of the Kingdom of Stormwind, the southern part of Elwyn Forest was the location of two sizable towns, now called Darkshire and Ravenhill, before the area was overcome by shadow. A night elf by the name Bilnd Starsong came to the woods carrying the Scythe of Elune. She was on a mission to cleanse the land of evil and corruption. She was successful in her mission, but at a great cost. The Scythe's power was too much for her to handle and she lost control. The Scythe's power corrupted her and she became a servant of the old gods. She summoned Worgen to Duskwood, and they overran the towns. The Worgen were eventually driven back, but Duskwood remained a dark and foreboding place. On all sides lurked dangerous creatures, from hideous undead to ferocious nightbane, worgen, and overgrown spiders. Ogres moving in have brought up even more problems. These ogres, like the others in Azeroth, delight in attacking the villages to the south, depleting the already poor people of their dwindling resources. According to Watcher Dodds, they usually keep to themselves, but they've got a bad habit of attacking travelers. Tranquill Cemetery is a cemetery located in Duskwood. It is the final resting place of many of the town's former residents. The cemetery is located on a hill overlooking the town of Darkshire. It is said that the spirits of the dead still haunt the cemetery and that strange things happen there at night. The cemetery is also home to a number of undead creatures who have risen from their graves. This ghost town once took pride in its honor for the dead. It held a mortuary school that graduated the finest embalmers in Azeroth. Then the undead rose up and murdered most of the inhabitants, after struggling to combat what had once been their loved ones. Most townspeople gave up and fled east to Darkshire. Some Gilneen Worgen now reside here in tents and wagons, including Oliver Harris, who is trying to catch and test solutions on mindless Nightbane Worgen. The Yorgen Farmstead is an abandoned farm in southern Duskwood, which was once owned by Sven Yorgen, who can be found at the small camp on the Darkened Bank. The farmstead is now in the hands of the Defias Brotherhood. Be wary when approaching the farmstead, as many stealth Defias assassins patrol the area. Following the cataclysm, the Defias seemingly abandoned the farmstead, which is now home to a new elemental mob known as Corpseweed. The Tranquill Cemetery lies slightly southeast of Darkshire in Duskwood. While the presence of many undead has made the cemetery anything but tranquil, the undead here are the weakest you will find in Duskwood. The first quest, the Night Watch, give you involve dispatching the undead in this area. The Insane Ghoul is also located here, either inside the ruined church or wandering about outside. Just north of the cemetery lies Bilnd Mary's house. Bilnd Mary is a banshee who haunts an old farmhouse, known as Bilnd Mary's Haunt, on the southeast outskirts of Darkshire in eastern Duskwood. It is believed that Mary was once a beautiful woman who was killed by the undead of Duskwood, but still remained as a wraith of her former self. Beggar's Haunt is an abandoned scout tower located in northeastern Duskwood, east of Manor Mismantle and north of the road that leads into Deadwing Pass. It was once used by the Forsaken to conduct experiments, but now serves as a home to Abercrombie after Deathstalkers Raidus and Apothecary Faustin were killed or left. A twisting path leads from the tower to a small pool and waterfall, near which rests an unmarked grave with two large statues similar to the ones on the Dark Portal. Near the tower is another small cemetery with the unknown soldier. The unknown soldier is an undead, former Alliance skeleton found in a small graveyard at Beggar's Haunt of Duskwood. He can be seen kneeling next to a grave, presumably his own. He named the unknown soldier is likely homage to tombs of unknown soldiers, which are built in many nations in honor of unidentified soldiers killed in battle. Due to the fact that he is kneeling at his grave, This may suggest that he still possesses knowledge of his former life or of the fact that he is no longer living. Duskwood is home to several humans of note. In Darkshire, Commander Althea Ebenlock sends willing adventurers to battle back the evil denizens of the Dark Woods. Darkshire is a small human-aligned town located in the southern part of Duskwood. Darkshire Town Hall is the seat of rule for Darkshire's mayor. It is located on the western edge of the Darkshire Town Square. Clerk Daltrey keeps records of the people that live and pass through the town, although some of his records are a little outdated.
What can I do for you?
This is Scarlet Raven Tavern, or the Scarlet Raven. The inn features several quest givers, as well as a few vendors, and a hero's call board at the entrance. Even though the tavern no longer saw the business it used to do because of the corruption of Duskwood, they still do get travelers passing through. Interesting. I never noticed the art on the wall while playing the game. During the third invasion of the Burning Legion, all the occupants of the tavern were murdered by the fanatical members of the Night Watch, with the exception of Chef Gruel, who joined the ranks of the Veiled Hand after he became obsessed with the Burning Legion. In the aftermath of the Fourth War, the inn is still active with an unknown new owner. After they saved Darkshire from a necromancer and her army of undead, Matthias Shaw and Flynn Fairwind took a room here. The most prominent geographical feature of the region is an ancient and long-dead volcano crater, which teems with life and features one of the great trees with a portal leading into the Emerald Dream. The Emerald Dream is a vast, ever-changing spirit world that exists outside the boundaries of the physical world and is the verdant realm of the dragon aspect Ysera. It represents how Azeroth would have been if intelligent beings had not altered its surface, or what the world might someday be again. The Emerald Dream apparently has some kind of ancient link with the realm of Ardenweld, where souls close to nature, such as Ysera herself, rest in the Shadowlands. In this world of untamed nature, druids gain insight and oneness with the Great Cycle, and everything about them is rooted in cycles and transience, and the Emerald Dream itself. Very beautiful. The Emerald Dream is a vast and ever-shifting dimension of spirits and nature magic that defies mortal perceptions of reality. Time and distance hold no meaning in this intangible realm, and a day on the physical world and feel like decades in the dream. There is so much to uncover in Duskwood that it would be difficult to fit it all into just one video. From the abandoned farms and scout towers to the haunted graveyards and small towns, there's no shortage of adventure to be had. I encourage to explore Duskwood for yourselves and discover all of the secrets that this dark and mysterious land has to offer. Whether you're searching for abandoned farmsteads, haunted graveyards, or ancient ruins, there's always something new to discover in Duskwood. So why not grab your sword and shield and set out on an adventure to uncover the many mysteries of this foreboding land? I encourage you all to share their own experiences and discoveries in Duskwood, and to join the community of adventurers who have explored this dark and mysterious land. Who knows what secrets you might uncover, or what dangers you might face? By sharing your stories and working together, you can help to unlock the many mysteries of this foreboding land and discover the truth behind its many legends and myths. Until next time, bye for now. Thanks for watching.